This time on Street Rat Garage, we are back with two of probably the worst Chevelles that I have ever bought. This one definitely. This may be the worst Chevelle ever. Let's check them out. So this is a 1964 Chevy Chevelle, and she's rough. She is in bad, hideous, awful, incredibly terrible shape. It's been sitting since, I think, what's the license plate say? I can't hardly read the tag. This is peeled, or this is faded, but I believe that says 1988. Is that 2 8s or is that an 8 and a 3? Probably, it looks like 2 8s to me. So, well, it was last tagged in 1988. So that's been a little while. Now, this Chevy Chevelle Malibu, it says Malibu and Chevelle, and I don't know how they designated them back in the beginning, but we're calling them all Chevelles. So we have this Chevelle, it's a 1964. This came from the same place that the Dodge Coronet, the 1968 Dodge Coronet over there came from. If you watch the video on that, that one is super deluxe rusty, and this one's even more super deluxe rusty. We'll get into that in a minute, but I did come over here and I hit this before I brought it up here. I just hit it with a buffer just for fun, just to see what if there was actually any paint on it. I imagine the whole car pretty much looked like that, you know, when it was parked many years ago. And if you're trying to do math, that's 88, 30 something years ago, almost 40 years ago. That's like 38 years ago that this has not been tagged, and probably most likely has been sitting in the exact same spot. So that's one. Let's look at the other one. Now this guy right here, 66 Chevy Chevelle. If this badging is right, it's hard telling. This whole car has been redone at some point, I think in the 80s, but yeah, the badging says a 327. The badging back here says Chevelle 300 Deluxe. So that is that. It looks from here like it's a much superior car, which kinda it is a superior car. And if we come in here closer though, close, yeah, she's full of Bondo, and not just a little bit of Bondo. You can see, I don't know if you can see the depth in this, but there's two marks, or at least one mark. There's one mark here where somebody come in and hit this. It's probably been hit all along this door, I imagine. All along this door, pushed in this quarter panel, and you know, pretty much instead of repairing this, they just got a whole bunch of body filler. And yeah, they just body filled the mess out of this. So this whole quarter panel is full of Bondo. I imagine it's all through there, all back there. You can see it might even been wrecked back in through here, as much filler as there is in that. I definitely don't want to take it out and find out. And guess what? It doesn't stop on the passenger side. It's on the driver's side as well. Again, it's almost the same thing. This was hit and dented. That's concaved, it's dented in. And instead of fixing the dent, and this is just a fender, this could have been easily beaten out. Yeah, it has a fair amount of body filler. That's just the edge. Can you imagine how much body filler was right there in the middle? It would not take anything to beat this fender out and apply a much thinner coat of Bondo to it, fiberglass, whatever. And yeah, it just continues. It's here. It's in the doors. It's in the roof. Yeah, it's a thin coat, not much, but it's in the roof too. Actually, it was thicker right here. So, yeah, it gets thicker back here. So this whole car, I mean, the amount of body filler they used, I would have to think it would be cheaper to beat some of these dents out. It's right here on top of the quarter panel, and because of all the body filler, the moisture's gotten up underneath of it and started rusting out that pan, the top of the quarter here. It's thick here as well. And here's another one. Look how thick this one is right there. You can really see it. It is thick, thick. So it has all of the body filler in it. Now, if we come inside here, there's a couple pieces of body filler. I think that was on the fender there, something like that. Look how much this is and how big it is. That's absurd. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I can't remember owning this car, but it's definitely looks like something I might have done in the past in the 80s, and maybe I forgot about it. I don't know. What is this? Seat out of a power seat, maybe Grand Prix? What is this? Can you identify the seat? I don't know. It has power, tilt back, all that fun stuff. Now tell me this isn't the 90s. That's about 1993, 1995, something like that, when we were buying all these goofy steering wheels. Probably a Grant or something like that. It is a Grant. I got that one right. It's a Grant steering wheel. The B&M shifter with a reverse manual, the reverse lockout lever on it. Looks like it has a set of custom gauges with a mini tack, small tack in the middle. It was cut out for probably a pull-out stereo system that we used to carry around the malls. This is definitely a 90s car. Late 80s, early 90s for sure. It's a mess. It is definitely a mess. But let's get to the real weird thing, and a lot of you have already seen this as I pass by it. What is that? Is that off a '69 Mustang? I mean, that's what it looks like to me, with a Chevelle script on it. I'm pretty sure that's Mustang, right? But this is the kind of thing we were doing back then as well, just grabbing parts out of the junkyard that weren't really worth anything back then, but I don't know. It might be $100, $200 now. Pretty sure we're gonna take this off. It's just not right. It's in pretty good shape overall. So I'm gonna take that off, sell it to some Mustang guy if that's what it belongs to. And I think it'd look a lot better with just a flat hood on there. Okay, underneath the hood. Well, there's nothing here, even though it's been cut out. There's a hole in the hood right here. Or is that, what is it? Is that the bottom of the, no, it's not. It looks like this has been cut out, but not functional. I don't know if they were supposed to make that functional or what, but there's a hole in the hood, in the under part of the hood, but not the top part of the hood. That's weird. Is it supposed to be that way? I don't know. Take a look at that. I mean, that was clearance for the bolt. Oh, there's going to be bolt holes through the hood too. Not that we can't just fiberglass them in. Huh. It looks cut to me, like somebody cut it on purpose, but I don't know. Anyway, underneath the hood, at least there's no body filler under the hood. We do have a 1-pod brake master cylinder, which is no good. We don't have any AC. There's no brake booster, so there's no power brakes. It's very, very minimal underneath here, which is a good thing. Oh, if they have the old electric fan under here. Yeah, it's got the radiator. That's a plus. It's a lot better under here than it is out here. That's for sure. Oh, wait a minute. Did I speak too soon? What's that way down there? Looks like there's a little bit of a hole, but it's not too bad. This will clean up. This will clean up real good. And then we can find something to drop in there. Okay, now it is trunk time. The trunk, has it been patched too? It's got some stuff in here. Let's look at this. Now this is only what I can assume to be the transmission that was in the car. Hopefully it's still good. Got the drive shaft, have a starter, dipstick, got a chrome dipstick tube right there, and the torque converter, which is not covered up and probably got water in it. The trunk pan is going to be kind of hard to see because we got all this stuff on it, but it looks solid, question mark. That's not, I'm pulling up on this. That almost looks like a fiberglass matting that's over top of it. So it is, that's fiberglass. And we're gonna have to look from the bottom. That does not sound good. If it's, oh, but it's gas tank in here. Yeah, the gas tank's in here. Oh, so we can't really see without pulling up some of that fiberglass matting. And I don't think we want to do that because I might not want to know, to be honest. But judging from this, where the seals were, the amount of rust there, that trunk pan is probably has holes in it and it's probably been covered with fiberglass filler. And we're gonna leave it alone. We're not gonna question that at all. The trunk lid, does it have body filler in it? No. It's painted with clear coat though. That's coming off. Yeah. I mean, it's probably bad, but we're gonna leave it alone. So that's, oh, it's got some, almost looks like a little ding. You know, there's ding here, there's ding here. I don't know, it's a mess. This, I don't know what to say about this car besides we can do something. We can put an engine in it, we can put a transmission in it, we can somehow, should we just bundle it back up? POR, the rust spots, cover it back up with Bondo and pretend like we didn't see it. I'm kind of liking that aspect of it. That fender is not even the same shade of color or red as that one. It was probably wrecked after it was painted. It gets worse and worse and worse. This is a heap. It's a Bondo buggy. So yeah. So what I like about this thing is it's such a garbage can. It doesn't matter what we do to this car. I don't think anybody's going to be upset if we LS swap it or put a Mopar engine in it or a Ford engine. We're not going to put a Ford engine in it, maybe. But it's, I don't even know if it's worth saving. We'd have to put quarters on it, fenders on it, probably a hood on it, fix every single body panel on it, underneath, on top, interior, everything. The bumper's good. That's about it. Trim pieces, the trim alone, oh my gosh, that would be insane. It's not worth fixing up. You can buy one cheaper that's already restored than spend the money on fixing this one up. So we can just play with this, have fun, see if we can go fast or something. Oh, and for those that don't know, that's my 69 Chevelle that it's on the channel. We've done stuff. It actually went on Hot Rod Power Tour, but on the back of a trailer. But we drove it around on Hot Rod Power Tour at the events. The engine's since been pulled out. So if you don't know about that, go back and watch it. More to come on that one. We're looking for an engine and transmission combo to be able to put in that one and make it good again. Now, I did sort of get a little distracted. I went from showing you this one, just a quick walk around, to jumping right into details on that one. So I guess we're gonna have to come back here and give you the deets on this. This is worse. It is way worse. It has an engine and transmission in it, which is better, but everything else is so much worse. I want to start out by just showing you the hood of this car. You can see it from the side, but yeah, these are holes right here. All of these are holes. There was a mat that sat on top of this car. It sat on there for so long, the moisture got underneath there and it rusted all these holes. I think they were trying to save something, cover it up somehow, and by putting a mat on there for over 30 years, it just ruined this hood completely. Yeah, there holes right through there. It's ridiculous. I have seen that once before on another truck that we had up here that sat forever, but this is not something you see every day. Now we come down here to the fender, which nice. If I thought you'd like it, I'd just sit here and buff out the whole car, even though it would do no good whatsoever, because this fender is not even good condition. It is gone here, and the stainless is pitted. I mean, when this happens to stainless, you know that it's been sitting a long time, because that doesn't usually happen on cars, even that's been sitting for 15 years. You just don't see that. The door, it's got some messed up trim. See, we don't even have good trim pieces. The door, oh yeah, nope, the door's, I was gonna say the door's not so bad, but the door is bad. It's bad there. It's got a hole in it here. Have you ever seen this big of a hole in a door right there? It shuts pretty good though. That's actually pretty solid. Do we have a good trim piece here finally? Maybe this trim piece is good. We could polish that up. Let's see. Quarter panel. We have a good quarter panel? Of course we do not have a good quarter panel. Do we have good inner wheel wells? No, we do not have good inner fender wheel wells. And we have more bad trim. The lips 50% gone. The quarter panel actually has a rust hole here, and that part's actually solid. I imagine this probably was not rusted out at all before it got to sit around, or very little. It was just probably starting 88, so had like 20 some odd years on the road, and then nothing. Yeah, that's neat. Shepherds, Chevy and Buick in Winamac, Indiana. Winamac, probably up north, because this came from Michigan City, Indiana, which is right off of the lakes. And the reason that this car and the Dodge over there are so rusty is it's sandy. It's not dirt. It's more like sand with grass in it, sort of like Florida. But that sand where these sat, just wet all the time, and it just soaked it up, just soaked up all that moisture all through these cars and just totaled them out. Well, I'm guessing that this one, it did have some rust issues before, being up there up north. This looks like a piece of, I don't know what this is, some sort of non-ferrous metal, I guess, but it already had rusted out, and then had already makeshifted a patch in there, which is actually pretty good. Galvanized, yeah, it's galvanized. Oh, there's some more there. I didn't see that. Okay, well, this was already beginning to get rusty, but not this rusty. So there's some filler there, more galvanized there. Another good trim piece. Whoops, almost passed this up. There's a hole in the roof line. There's another hole in the door like on the other side. There's a big hole in the fender just like on the other side. More holes and more holes. So we're full of holes. This is one religious car because it is super holy. Let's look at the hood. I had to work really hard getting this this hood up because the hinges were rusty. This hinge over here, it doesn't have a spring on it anymore because it was bent from somebody trying to force it closed before. So this whole hood was bent, hood hinge was bent over, but the spring was on it. Had to release the spring, had to beat the hinge over and get it working. So as you can see, this hood's holding up just fine with only one spring on it, probably because of weight reduction and because of the fact the hinges are rusty. Okay, I guess I'm wrong about that other hood being cut out with the circle, because this one already has an inner cutout. I guess it was just to clear the air cleaner, probably. And do these ever have functional hood scoops on them? I don't know. But this engine, I've actually spun it over by hand. The starter isn't functioning. It functioned like 2 or 3 turns and then it just stopped. So the starter has to be rebuilt. But this, I think, what is this? Is it a 327 or a 307? I don't know what came in these cars. I should have done my research, but it's one of those two things. I'm hoping it's a 327. It probably would have said at one time right there, but I can't read that. It did say something, which I can't read. So I did pull the spark plug, sprayed it with WD, PB Blaster, put some spark plugs in it, and it turned a few times, and then the starter seized up. This carburetor, she does not look very good, but I think we can get this engine started. Not today, but next time we come out in full with this, we'll at least try to make this engine run. So we want to see if this engine runs, even though this body is complete garbage. So much that the seam right there where the firewall and the other part of the firewall marry up is rusted away right at the seam there. I mean, it had to see so much moisture. Battery tray's rusted. Radiator looks pretty good, even though it's probably not. Well, even underneath of this hood is crusty. That is messed up. I would like to open up this trunk and show it to you, but I don't have the key, and I really don't want to mess up this trunk lock. Even though this is such a piece of garbage, this trunk lid seems to be about the only good piece on the whole car. So later we'll go in, we'll take out the back seat, which is probably pretty easy, and a couple extensions, a flashlight. We can unbolt the latch from the inside, open the trunk, take out the lock, and probably have it rekeyed. And then we'll have like an original with a key, even if we don't use it in this car. So that'll be cool. But in the meantime, we can look under the car and get an idea of the condition it's in. And the reason we can see the trunk is because the gas tank's not in it. And I'll show you why the gas tank's not in it in a minute. But judging from this, I think you know why it's not in it. There's some more galvanized there, so the trunk pan's been patched there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 10 bolt rear end under there, because of course it is. But yeah, trunk pan, no good. And as for the gas tank, well, it's right there, because when we went to pick up the car, yeah, it was laying on the ground underneath the car where, you know, it should have been, near where it should have been. But yeah, I don't want to get in this car right now because it is disgusting on the inside. And yeah, don't need any of that. And what's funny is there's some quarts of Quaker State motor oil. Do they still make Quaker State motor oil? Is that still a thing? I can't remember seeing Quaker State. Maybe they make it or maybe they don't. But here's the top of the air filter. As you can see, there's a big hole in the air filter and air cleaner housing. Yeah, where it's been dripping from those holes. And you know, the dash is not very good shape. The panel got busted out there a little bit. Now, this is yeah, there's a hole. I was going to go to the hole first. Fine, we'll do the hole first. There's a big hole there, and I haven't even looked, but I mean, the floor pan's gone. You know, the floor pan's gone. There's nothing there. There's just like that black tire mesh on top of it with some rust holding it up. But if you notice, there's 3 pedals there. So, and there's a shifter here. So it is a 3 on the tree. So hopefully it's a 327 with the 3 on the tree. That would be pretty cool. And hopefully that engine runs. That's going to be even better if it does. I almost bet that this will run. Steering's sloppy though. So that's maybe a reason why it was taken off the road. I think this guy, he just bought cars, drove them until they looked bad, and then went and bought something else and drove it until it looks bad. I think he parked this one and might have bought that 68. There was another Malibu up there as well, like a 70, and it sat. And yeah, it was a little bit better shape. So the cars just sit around. You buy a car, drive it till it doesn't look good anymore. You park it and you go buy another car. That's what they used to do back in the old days. Now I can imagine we've gotten to this point, and some of you are looking at this car and saying, well, it has an engine transmission. It's been sitting for a long time, but I've seen people put together worse. Why don't you just make it run, put some brakes on it, and just drive it like it is? It doesn't matter. Just run a buffer across it. We're not done yet. There's more. Let's look under the car and look at the frame, shall we? Yes. Come this way. Come this way. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's dark. Yeah. Can you see that? Yeah. That's the frame. That's the frame. Here, I know it's dark underneath here and it's hard to see, but yeah, that's the frame. Here's some more of the frame. Yeah, that's the end of the frame. Now, this, oh, so dark underneath here. It's getting ready to rain and we're losing light. But this is, the gearbox is right here. It actually has a fairly solid piece. What is that? It's a shell? Or no, okay, I thought it was a shell. It's a nut. Anyway, so rodents have been living up in there. But the gearbox is there. It's actually on a pretty solid piece, so that's not so bad. But you can build a little piece of patch there, and that would be okay, right? Yeah, probably. But what if we come here? Let me get some light. What if we come here and we, I don't know, look at this maybe? Yeah, that's holes. That's holes. You see that's holes. Where's more? It's not so bad in the middle. It's not great, but it's not bad. Well, you could patch that up too. Yeah, you could. You definitely patch that up. What about this? What about that? What about all that? Can you patch that? I don't know. It's supposed to look more like that. I guess it's supposed to be open on the backside, but it's definitely not supposed to be twisted up and have big holes there. So I guess it could be patched too. Yeah. That's a mess. That is just awful. It's actually better on the passenger side there. That's fair. That's fair. That's good. So it's still pretty messed up. Can we see from the top side here? Yeah, we can't see as good from the top side. From the top side, it doesn't look so bad. But from that bottom side, it is just awful. So, fixable or not fixable? That is the question. I mean, technically, anything is fixable. We could cut out the firewall and stick it on another car and it's fixed. But this may be beyond my capabilities. This may be too much to deal with. Or I can learn to weld, and this would be a good practice for me to learn how to weld, patching all this together, because it wouldn't matter how sloppy it is, because nobody's going to care about this car either. Or, I mean, it's a prime candidate for a body swap. I don't know if I want to get into all that, but definitely nobody's going to get mad if we cut the body off of this and put it on something else. I'd rather not, because I think it'd be much better just to drive it around like that if we can patch up that frame, or if there's an old frame laying around somewhere where that we can get for a couple $100, that would be good. But I checked on frames. It's like $1,000 for a frame. That's, you know, is it worth that? Spending $1,000 on this? I don't know. Or do we just patch it together for, you know, scrap metal that we find around here? I don't know. But for now, we're going to put it with the 65 and the 69 and have yard art. Well, the skies decided to open up while I was unloading the car here, but look at that. It looks like we have a little bit of a leak on the bead right there. The water's yeah, turning probably soap or something that was put on that bead, and she's coming out all soapy. That's pretty cool as that tire goes down. And anyway, what are we going to do with these cars? What are we going to do with this one? Put it down in the comments. Is this one garbage? I mean, we have to do something. We can't just park these cars out. That's just not going to happen. Are we going to do something with them eventually? Body swap. Patch the frame up. I like patch the frame up. Make it run, make it go, make it stop. What about this one? Do we just stick an engine and transmission, any combo we want to on it, throw some Bondo on it and go with it, leave it alone? I kind of like that idea. Yeah, I know I need to get back on this one too. Just looking for an engine and transmission. We have LS engines, we have Mopar engines, we have a 360 Mopar we could put in something. What could we put? A Ford in one, a Mopar in one, and maybe a Pontiac, or take the engine out of a Cadillac, something like that. Something different, but we have to do something. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. It is an absolute soupy mess. So that is gonna wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Until next time.